Fairfax County Regional Science and Engineering Fair is the largest state-affiliated fair to ISEF. ISEF stands for the International Science and Engineering Fair, and that is the international fair that invites 1,600 students from across the world to showcase their science and engineering skills. We have approximately 650 students participating here at our Fairfax County Fair, representing 400 plus projects. This event aligns beautifully with our K-12 science curriculum. Being inquiry-based, it is all about the students' interest and exploration into the world of science. What is it that they want to learn about, know about, and what is its impact in the world?
Both of our grandparents have had a lot of struggles. They're both farmers in rural China, so they've had a lot of struggles with using pesticides. Nearly 40% of global crops are lost due to pests each year. Pesticides are very dangerous. So we wanted to help them with that problem and solve that by creating a safer alternative and reducing the labor burden. So our project was mainly focused on developing a sustainable alternative to pesticides, and we used a plant hormone called methyljasminate, and we removed their growth-suppressing enzymes to make sure that when you use methyljasminate, it doesn't stunt plant growth.
Our second phase of our project is developing an autonomous vehicle to efficiently deploy the solution. So this is actually our fourth prototype of the vehicle. And our vehicle has many different functions. It can raise and lower its heights. It has obstacle avoidance. It has precision spraying. We focus more on the vehicle building portions, and I focus more on the biology portions. So actually combining that was very powerful for both of you.
Competing in science fair is such an important opportunity for our students in Fairfax County Public Schools. It gives them the chance to answer questions, explore, and discover solutions that are novel, that are innovative. They're asking questions, they're collaborating, and they're sharing their voices about real-world issues. They're going beyond what they're learning in the classroom, and they're applying that learning to situations that will shape the future.
There's a certain type of treatment for liver cancer where it requires a catheter to go all the way up from the femoral artery. But because it's a catheter, it can't really get as close to the tumor as you want, which leads to excess liver death and a lot more damage than you need to. So what my project is using a Millie robot to be untethered and practically navigate it to it automatically. Kind of like an Uber service, right? You take the shortest path through the body.
I've been volunteering in science fairs for nearly 50 years now, and I just couldn't miss it. It just rejuvenates, literally, my belief that the kids today are coming along great and doing very special things.
Traumatic brain injuries impact millions of people every year, and the treatments for them are variable in success. And so I wanted to use an organism to model the human central nervous system and test a compound called resveratrol, which is in grapes, peanuts, and berries, to see how it helps to reconnect neural circuits after trauma has occurred. So I created a 3D printed maze, and I trained the worms to do the maze, and then I gave them the compound, and then I evaluated their navigation of the maze after giving them the compound to see how it affected the connection of the neural circuits and the information that was passed through.
Science is always evolving, it's always changing. I'm a scientist by training. I've been doing this for over 15 years now, and every year I just continue to be amazed at these kids.
Photovoltaics are the most common form of solar panel. They make up around 95% of the market, but the current paints we use to protect them from something called light-induced degradation. Certain frequencies and intensities of light can harm a solar panel that are actually lead-based, cadmium-based, tellurium-based, and gallium-based. And when these aren't properly disposed of, they can end up leaching these chemicals into the environment. So I was investigating a way to use plant pigments as an alternative to these dyes to protect solar panels from LID.
Science fair is a great opportunity because you're not only conducting very in-depth research and trying to get that impact, but also you get to talk with a lot of people. You get to learn how to present your project to judges. And I think that's very important for all skills in life, including when you're in an interview or something like that.
Yeah.
We have over 300 community members coming in as category judges, special awards judges, and grand prize judges. Our students have the opportunity to meet with professionals who are doing real work to impact issues that are happening, environmental, scientific, engineering.
Having judges and having people come up to you and ask you about your research, it makes you feel like what you did matters, and being able to tell people about all that hard work you've done is even more rewarding.
The kids learn a lot from the science fair. It's not just doing the experiments, it's not just planning and everything and organizing. Of course they learn that part of it, but it's engaging with other scientists, engaging with people. to talk to other scientists. They're going to have to give presentations, and it's a really good opportunity for them to be in this environment and have this experience. And it's like no other experience that I see these kids that are science-oriented get to have on this scale. And this gives them a platform to really, really test themselves and grow themselves. We have a responsibility and we have a need to help kids that are our future generation in engineering and science to really, really stay engaged. And this is really, really important for this group of kids and this group of brains to help them move forward.
Doing science is such a give and get thing. What you can give to the world and give to other people is the best part.
Without being able to go to a science fair and actually being able to do my project, I really don't think I would have ever found that new passion of mine, especially with electrical engineering.
I think it's very important to learn that mindset of science, which is like trying to solve something, and if it doesn't work, trying to solve it again using a better approach. I think that skill translates to every aspect of